Hey guys, we're back with SubaHibi. Beginning to get a little burnt out on it. I've been recording a lot of SubaHibi lately. I think, yeah, this is the 10th one. So I've recorded 9 videos now. Well, I've recorded 8 videos in the past 4 days, plus all my Expedition 33 stuff. Like, I've been going hard on SubaHibi. After this, like, I'm taking a break. Takashima Zakuro. I didn't know her very well, but she always seemed to be a really lonely person. I definitely remembered her being ignored by people in the past. Maybe you could call that bullying. All this thinking was making me tired. Is it playing? Yeah, I hear the audio, but it's not. OBS isn't picking it up. Oh god, the last video had audio, didn't it? Oh god. Okay, no, for some reason it's not recording desktop audio. I'm just gonna go to... Oh, did I reloaded, right? I'm just... Wait for voice acting. Wait for voice acting. Oh. Maybe the piano was so quiet? Yeah, piano's working out, or maybe the piano is just playing in my head, in my internal world. In the external world, it wasn't playing. Huh? Yeah, sure. I didn't even realize that I was so sleepy. Sleeping is my specialty. It's the only thing I have to be proud of. Don't take this away from me. I've been really tired lately. I fall asleep all the time. Just like that, my brain shuts off. It's like time is flying by. The sun already set before I knew it. I see. Finals are over, so we get a vacation soon. That's not true. I have lots of things to do over the summer. Waking up, eating breakfast, brushing my teeth, washing my face, drinking tea, and so on. There's plenty of stuff to do in the summer. Go back to bed. I wonder. Maybe I'll go back to sleep. What about you? Why am I not surprised? What club is she in? Not even a little. They say geniuses are just normal people after age 20. I'm doing my best. Yeah, it's been so long. I've missed hanging out with the Wakatsuki sisters. It's so much fun. Kill me. Has it? My hair was short and I wore pants. Of course, as flat as a board. From what, wyverns? Violence was my only redeeming feature. Like I said, plenty of people are smart when they're young. You're right. But who cares? That's something for me to worry about. It's not like you ought to be upset just because I got stupid.
怒ることなんて何もない。 ただあんたみたいにダラダラ生きてるのは見てて不愉快だわ。
Ouch, that's brutal. Tons of different kinds of people in this world. You can't let all of them get on your nerves.
いろいろな人のことなんて言ってないわよ。あんたが不愉快なだけよ。お姉ちゃん。そうだ。明日も一緒にみんなで学校行こうよ。
Oh boy. What do you mean I got it?
だってこうやって久しぶりにみんな一緒なんだからさ。
Why exactly does that mean we have to walk to school together?
それにユキって最近学校サボりがちでしょ？
That's not what I'm asking, and I'm not skipping.
サボってるよ。
It's just not showing up. You see, I've calculated. Oh, the spreadsheet, the Takumi spreadsheet. I've just calculated how many days I can take off or be late without flunking.
あれって遅刻3回で休み1回なんだっけ？
Great. If you skip more than 1 in 4 classes, you won't get credit regardless of your exam grade. That is really lenient. Back in my school, 10 absences, you got held back. I don't know how standard that is.
そうなんだ。
But if you don't skip more than a fourth of your classes, it has no effect on your grade whatsoever. I actually had a problem in like 7th or 8th grade. I swear I had 9. But in one class, I had 10. I never skipped a class. I remember the exact time it happened. A teacher was taking attendance. They just kind of muttered my name and went over it. I was like, oh yeah, they must have gotten me. No, they might be absent. I know the exact time it happened. And I had to go get a doctor's note because like one day I was at the doctor. But like, I just didn't get a note for it because, you know, whatever. Just to prove that, you know, I was there that one time.
そうなんだ。
Or like, you know, just to prove that one of those absences was, you know, valid. Or else I would have gotten held back.
何こいつの言うことに感心してるのよ。いや、そうなんだなーと感心しちゃって。そんな話を細かく知ってるのはだいたい授業を落としてダブる危険がある人間だけなんだからさ。
No.
うるさい。とりあえず何が何でも休もうとするな。じゃあユッキ。
Sure.
明日は一緒に行こうね。
I'll probably be sleeping though.
お菓子に行くよ。そうね。覚悟しなさいよ。
Just a question. Why would I need to prepare myself for being woken up?
そりゃもうねえ。
Gonna be like in one of those anime. She climbs through the window every day to wake you up. Ha 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 ha. Stay away from me.
そんなの冗談だよ。ね、お姉ちゃん。そうね。冗談なんじゃないかしらね。
Ha 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 ha. What are you implying? Still the same room. Here we go for today. Took out the CD I bought. Bought a rock CD today. Rock. This is an album by the band that led the British pop movement years and years ago. The Beatles? So it's not rock, but pop music? What's the difference between rock and pop? My mind full of questions, I put the CD into the player and closed it. Huh? What's up with the CD? The music that came from the CD player wasn't rock or Britpop. It's anime music. Oh? I checked the CD. Written there was... Is that name a voice actress? Oh? Why did I buy this? First album from the popular actress. They switched my bag with someone else's! The dang Takuji was buying weeb music! Maybe I accidentally grabbed someone else's bag on the train. Or maybe. Is this one of Kagumi's pranks? I won't forgive her. Who else is a weeb? Takuji, he's obviously a weeb. Zakuro? Oh yeah, she knows a guy, remember, who makes visual novels. Ran to the phone and yelled at Kagumi, but she ripped my ear off in return. Sounded like she wasn't involved. My rock CD. Down the rabbit hole, July 13th. Who? This voice. This is... Alright, it's...
ユ
Look how comfy she
ダメ
looks.
だよ。
What's up with her walls?
いつまでも寝ていると遅刻しちゃうよ。朝なんだから起きなきゃダメだよ。ユキってば。起きようよ。もうじゃないってば。また遅刻しちゃうよ。またいびきかいてる。仕方ないな。
Pull out her DS and threatened to delete her Monster Hunter save data. Where what was the DS Monster Hunter back? Is that PSP? They had a DS one.
起きなさい。
Thunk. Well, hold on. There's nothing lewd, right? Hold on. Nothing. Oh, well, there's underwear. That's allowable. Just a fang.
起きたら
Oh, you're gonna break my spine! My spine!
早く起きないと怪我しちゃうよ。
But she can't get up. You're breaking your spine. If you think she's gonna hurt me, why don't you stop her?
ダメよ。やめたらまた寝ちゃうでしょ。昔からあなたの行動は進化ないもの。
How do they even get in? I won't. I promise I won't go back to sleep. So please don't sit on me.
ダメよ。口でいくら言ってもちゃんと起きないと信じられないからね。
Are you stupid?
なんですって？起こしに来てあげたのに逆ギレ？こっちが切れるわよ。
No. Stop. My spine's gonna snap.
お姉ちゃん。司は黙ってなさい。このバカが起きるまでやるんだから。お姉ちゃん。背中に乗ってたら起きられないと思うよ。
She is stupid.
ああ、そうか。そういう説もあるか。
It's not a theory. It's a fact. No matter how you look at it.
うるさいわね。だいたいそんな重くないでしょ。
You totally are.
そんなでもないわよ。もういいから降りてあげようよ、お姉ちゃん。
You know, I was thinking, after they got down the rabbit hole one, we really needed some more slapstick with the Wakasuki sisters. That's really what we needed in SubaHibi. I thought I was going to die.
ごめんね、痛かったよね。いいのよ。ユキは大げさなんだから。
Heavyweight class. Hold on. That's going to be relevant later. You don't need to hit me.
あなたが失礼なこと言うからよ。でもまあ、ユキは理由つけてすぐ寝るから仕方がないところもあるよ。
Had to, huh? As if. I'd die if I'd woken up like that every day.
でもさ、ユキがちゃんと起きれば命は一つで十分だよ。いくつあっても足りないことなんてことはないんだよ。
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I get what she's saying. I thought she was trying to be philosophical or something. You're saying that I'll die if I don't get up?
そうなるのかな。
Please, instead of the Wakasuki sisters, should just call you the Stupid Brigade. Come on, Bakasuki sisters. Come on. The joke's right there.
そんな大掛かりな組織じゃないよ。二人だし。
Wait, hold on. Is Bakasuki still up? Yeah, it is. Wait, hold on. Wait. They do not have SubaHibi on here. I remember they have a couple visual novels there. They have White Album too. I remember they had this. I guess not. I was kind of thinking, did they have SubaHibi on here before? Maybe back before it got officially translated. What do they even have on here anymore? Not a lot. Is there anything I recognize? 8-0. Baka 2 test. Oh, okay. They got, but well, I guess Baka toe test. We just call it Baka and test. That's the good stuff. That was an anime. Let me tell you. Up to date within one volume. Oh, Hyoka. Oh, and of course the classic. I'm a high school boy and a best-selling light novel author, strangled by my female classmate, who is my junior and a voice actress. That's a good one. I've actually read that one. It's okay. Did they ever finish it? Oh, they finished it. I think only like the first two were translated for the longest time. Hold on, does it have a date on here? There's no way I go back to read this, but yeah, okay. Anyway, we got distracted.
遅刻ばかりして単位足りなくなって卒業できなくなればいいんじゃないの？そんなこと言ってお姉ちゃんが一番ユキのこと気にしているのに。
She's a Sundora.
そんなこと。うわ、もうこんな時間。早く起きないと遅刻しちゃうよ。
Basically, the more things I Google, the less I have to read of Kagami and Tsukasa. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, I have morning ward, so I'm gonna have to ask you two to step outside.
何よ、ユキは女の子でしょ?
Allegedly. Even women have dicks in their hearts. So true, so true.
心なら見えないから大丈夫じゃないかな。それ以前に心のものなら制御しておけよという話だと思う。
Is that how it works?
とりあえずユキの言葉を信じて私たちは外で待ってるからね。でもちゃんと着替えなきゃダメだよ。
Kagami has no common sense sitting on me like that. She's so much nicer in the past. When did she become such a mean old lady?
何がおばさんよ。
Don't monologue out loud. Oh, you can hear me.
当たり前でしょ。
Suppose you have your ear pressed up against the door, Kagami-san?
だって好きあらばユキはすぐ寝ちゃうでしょ。小学校の時一度ユキが起きるっていうのを信じて外で待ってたら昼間まで待たされたんだから。
That sounds like her. I think there's a problem with you in that case for waiting that long.
あなたが信じろと言うから信じたんでしょ。
First mistake, trusting Yuki. But still, I doubt anyone else would wait more than 4 hours.
でも待ってる途中でお姉ちゃんは寝ちゃったから。
And it ended happily for both of us, didn't it?
そんなわけないでしょ。あなたがそんなんだから私はあなたに優しくなんかしないって決めたんだから。
And thus a tsundere was born. Now then, shower.
だからそんな時間ないでしょ。
What? It doesn't matter whether we have time or not. There's no use going to school without showering.
関係あるわよ。遅刻したら私たちが起こしに来た意味ないでしょ。
You don't want her to go to school stinky. That's not true. There's value in participation, even if you don't
こん
win.
なもん参加して何の意味があるの。
They say that with a healthy body comes a healthy mind.
アホか。なんであんたを起こしに来ると健全な体になるのよ。
The important thing is you believe it does.
うるさい。行くわよ。
Kagami pulled my hand forcefully. Oh, at least let me put on some underwear.
ゆき、下半身丸出しなの？
No, she's messing with you. Like I said, I was about to get in the shower.
は
Kagami sighed.
あ、わかりました。ゆきの望み通りシャワー浴びてもいいでしょう。
Kagami, you're so understanding. It's like you've returned to your younger self.
さあ、つかさ行くわよ。このバカ置いておいて。
Oh, that's mean.
だったらさっさとシャワー浴びろ。
You're running. Do you have toast? What did I even shower for if I'm just gonna get sweaty again?
ゆき、もう少しゆっくり走ってもらえると嬉しいかな。お姉ちゃんも大変そうだし。このぐらい平気よ。
Can't believe Kagami's gonna die. You heard her.
お姉ちゃんの痩せ我慢なんだよ。
I see. She's just acting tough, but she's still keeping up. I wouldn't have expected any less than from Kagami. I'm actually trying pretty hard right now.
もしかして私たち置いてきぼりにするつもりだったのかな。
Haha, no. Just that if Kagami collapsed, we could stop at a nice cafe or something to nurse her back to health.
そんなことしたらせっかく走ったのが台無しになっちゃうでしょ。
That's fine, isn't it?
いいわけないでしょ。ユキはそんなに学校が嫌いかな。
I hate it, I guess.
あんなに昔は成績良かったのに。
Now I'm flourishing in the lower half of the class.
真ん中少し下って、それのどこが爆走になるのよ。
Well, at least I feel like I'm flourishing.
でもね、私でも少し腹が立つんだよ。
Oh, what's this all of a sudden?
だって勝ち人間みたいじゃん。
Wait, well, who was ahead? Huh?
だって子供の時はユキってすごく頭良くて、私たちはよく比べられて、散々肩身が狭い思いをしてきたのに、今じゃ全然ユキはやる気なし。まるで勝ち逃げだよ。
I can relate to that too hard. Like back in like elementary school and like early middle school, I was like really smart. Like I remember they had a tri-county like competition, I guess. I won 3rd place in math. And like before I switched schools, I was supposed to be put in like the smart kid classes, but then I switched to schools that didn't have that program, so like I never got to. And but like around like, I don't know, like 8th grade probably, like it started to get to the point where like I had to put a little bit of effort in. Instead of that, I just let my grades drop. Yeah, but now I'm the stupid one, so we're even.
そうでもないよ。私たちはユキの肩身が狭くなるほど成績も良くないし、それにどうせユキは進路決定時期になるとまた成績が良くなるもん。そうね、なんやかんや言って私たちと同じ学校受かってるし。
That's just a coincidence. Can hardly even keep up in class now. I'll probably fail the entrance exams.
前もそんなこと言ってた。進学はそんな簡単じゃないって。でも簡単に受かってた。
Okay, I also weirdly relate to that. I remember basically I had to take my, was it the ACTs or SATs? I think it was the ACT for class. I studied like just the night before. I remember my stepsister telling me like so I think 36 is the highest grade, and like she was saying like anyone that gets over 30, they're real smart. I was like, and I think like she studied really hard for it, and like she got like, I don't remember, but I think all my grades ended up being between 28, I think that was my lowest, and 32 or something. Like I don't know. So yeah, I'm Yuki in real life actually. Basically, I just wanted to brag how smart I am. Is 32 good? That's a coincidence. The rest of the world isn't that easy.
そういうのが嫌味だっていうのよ。だから今回の夏休みはすごく勉強してやる。じゃないとすぐにあんたに追いつかれちゃうから。
Yeah, I was gonna study like all day the day before the test, but then I realized the night before that I got the day wrong. It was a day earlier, so I just spent like a couple hours studying math in advance.
くらい勉強して今度こそあんたをバカにしてやるんだから。
You overestimate me, Kagami.
そういえばそろそろ夏休みだけど、ユキは学校が大嫌いだから休みになるとやっぱり嬉しいのかな。
Not like it really matters. I'll just cut all the classes I don't like anyway.
ユキはどれだけ自由人なんだか。
Freedom is amazing. I wonder if I still have my SAT. Hold on. I will do anything to get out of reading about the Wakatsuki sisters. You probably got emailed to me, right? ACD scores? Or maybe it's the SATs, I don't know. Oh god, I gotta go back. When was this, like... that year? This year? Yeah. This one? Oh, hold on, if I just I found their email. I did an order. What? So did I have to pay them to like email it to my college? Score report is ready. There's my account. Hold on. I got my account. Let's see if I can log in. ACT test. Scores. Sign in, view scores. Yeah. Do you think they still have me in there? There's my email. I don't know what my. Oh, it's probably this password. No. This one. No. Forgot password. We're doing this. I'm gonna see how smart I am. And I'll let you all publicly judge me, okay? Oh, I have to migrate my account. Use the previous forgot password system. Okay, my account ID. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Email address on file. Here we go. Oh, I'm not in their system anymore. Drats. Well, I'll never know how smart I was. Did I save that? I mean, I've switched hard drives, so there's no way I still have that. I'm not cutting this, by the way. This is staying in the video. It doesn't look like I have it anywhere. Oh well, we'll never know how smart I actually am. Oh, are you tired? Oh. Is that her? Zakuro? I always like it when backgrounds actually have like actual design characters. Remember White Album 2 did that. Ha, I like breathing sounds. Okay, she's dead too. Why am I carrying your bags? You signed yourself up for that one. Then I would make a new rule since Kagami was complaining. Figured it'd give the loser a chance to get back in the race. Guys. Guys. Then she would have been late and we would have been just fine. Guys. Then we could all be late, guys. Speaking of. Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, it only does it once? Oh. Back spray. Kagami was talking so animatedly before. The second she reached the school gate, she stopped short. For some reason, she's glaring at the school building. Oh no, Zakuro! I wondered what was up. Even if it was nothing, her face scared me. She looked really scary, the way she was glaring at the building. What's wrong, Kagami? Why are you staring at the school? You were. For a moment, your eyes looked really incredible. Looked like you were ready to pick a fight. Oh, then is something bothering you? What's going on? Then suddenly Tsukasa started looking at the building in the same way. The two of them glared at the building. Might be stating the obvious here, but this was unusual for them. Why are they staring at the school we've been going to for years? I didn't understand. What is it? The twins are acting really creepy. What's wrong, Tsukasa? That's not what your face is saying. Strange? That's the school, yeah? Looked up at the school building again. The building seemed like it was 10 or 20 years old. The design was certainly out of the ordinary. Nothing had changed from yesterday. I would have understood the reaction if it had been transformed into a futuristic building scene that only looked like our school building. We could actually transform into a robot. I really didn't see anything wrong. Doesn't feel like anything's changed.
そうなんだけど。あ、急ごう。もうチャイムが鳴る時間。
Waiting for it to like pan like Zakuro's up there.
本当だ。
Same scenery. Nothing had changed at all. But something about the rays of the summer sun and the deep blue sky felt a little off. That was all.
どうしたんだろう。なんか学校中ざわついてるよ。
Look at that guy. Look at him.
何かあったのかな。
Jeez, what are you waiting for? You're gonna be late.
あ、ごめん。待って。
Oh, he has a ponytail. He's cool. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter. Yeah, chatter, chatter. Hey, did you guys hear about my ACT scores? Yeah, they're really good. I swear I'm smart. I'm bragging on YouTube. That's what they're saying. I opened the classroom door. The same classroom as always. The same faces as always. But still, something was different. The classroom was loud and chaotic.
やっぱり3組のらしいよ。
なんか聞いたんだけど、他の学校のやつと一緒にだったみたいだよ。マジでそんなことあるの？
She landed on Yuki, didn't she? So like, unless this is a different world, I don't know. So she can't be dead. Who's that? Yeah, male student. You don't know? She really stood out. She had really long black hair. Black? Is the screen going darker? She doesn't seem like a total bimbo. Hey, don't talk about Zakuro like that. She's in the classes we had along with Class C. Class 3. She had a really long bob cut. The one with the huge boobs who acted like she was in The Grudge or some horror movie like that. Yeah, the crazy Grudge girl. She had huge boobs. She was always alone. I can't remember her.
3組の白山くんに続いてじゃない？なんか怖いよね。
でもあれは事故じゃない。
でもさ、あれってばついこの間じゃん。怖いよね。こんな短期間にこんなことばかり起こるなんてさ。お姉ちゃん。
Miyu!
おはよう。さ。
Oh, you're...
なんで名前覚えてくれないかな。岩田美優だよ。
Oh, that's right. At least it sounded right.
今日も可愛い2人連れてるんだね。
The cute pair? She gazed at Kagami and Tsukasa. Why'd she call them that? I thought Miyu was friends with Kagami and Tsukasa. Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. But anyway, what happened? That is foreshadowing. That is foreshadowing something. I'm taking a screenshot.
まあね。なんかね。
Kind of what?
ねえねえ、隣のクラスに高島っていたじゃない？高島さん？昨日ユキが話してたっていう高島さんかな。
What about her? Takashima from the next class over. The girls I met yesterday in Tsukinomiya.
高島が自殺したんだよ。
Huh? Okay, that's weird then, because she said she landed on Yuki. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
そんな自殺
Takashima-san committed suicide. By Takashima-san, you mean Takashima Zakuro-san from the class next door, right?
そうそう、少し暗い感じのする子いたじゃない？おかっぱの黒髪の。あの子、昨日の夕方、駅近くのマンションの屋上から飛び降りたらしいよ。
Not the school?
12階のマンションから飛び降りたから、すごかったみたいだよ。
Okay, so it's the same apartment she threw the doll off of.
他の学校の生徒2人と。
Yesterday evening, just a few hours after I saw her, the two students from another school were probably... Two girls that were with her. Hold on, full body sprites. Oh, no, not quite. But what's with the cutoff there? But they didn't want to draw her legs. Which means they met up there so that they could go kill themselves. A cold sweat ran down my back. The palm of my hand hurt. My hand had apparently balled itself up into a fist from the tension. When I opened my hand, it was damp with sweat. I see. I was terrified. I was a lot more upset than I would have expected. First, I needed to calm down and think. There are plenty of ways to calm yourself down. One of those ways is to look at your situation from the perspective of an outsider. It's the way I prefer. First off, I didn't really know her all that well. She's just a girl I met. A girl who was prepared to commit suicide that same day. This is the part that made me feel uneasy. Any normal girl would have felt uneasy about that. Does it explain why I was so upset? Of course not. It's just the first part of it. Something much more important. The kiss. I was kissed by a girl who was about to jump off a roof and kill herself. By a girl who I thought I didn't know very well. That's the reason I was so shaken. And worse, the incomprehensible things she said after that. Those mysterious words that came out of her mouth could be taken in many different ways, depending on the interpretation. Amazing's a word for it. Those vague, philosophical, mysterious words. And after that? What's the next line there? She had a different facial expression for that one. She talked about her impression of me. And then after that, what she did, suicide. Calm down. Don't think too deeply about it. Right. It's dangerous to think too much about a suicidal person's actions. You don't want to speculate on something like that. A lot of her words are definitely puzzling. They are more than enough to scare me. They're just the words of an unstable, suicidal girl. It would have been absurd to take them at face value. Let's look at the situation calmly. That's just before she committed suicide, so she wasn't stable. And she just so happened to see a girl she knew from school. In other words, me. She's full of doubt and fear. In her last moments, she just wanted to talk to someone she knew. I don't have a bad impression of you. If you thought about her situation carefully, those words of hers were important. She was being bullied, so you could think of it like that. Any person that doesn't contribute to her bullying, a good person. I mean, I think a lot of people wouldn't quite feel that way. Like, they wouldn't think, a bystander is even if it was just because I never bullied her, I was still definitely a good person in her mind. Just before her death, that unbalanced girl said a lot of strange things to me. Even the fact that she'd kissed me seemed to make sense considering the situation. Though it definitely is shocking that she talked to me so casually right before she committed suicide. Huh? I couldn't remember anything like that. I suppose there are a lot of people I talked to and forgotten about. She might have been one of them. Seemed like most people usually avoided her because she was that girl who gets bullied. Hold on, let's screenshot that. So maybe I look like I was her friend since I talked to her a few times without thinking about it. Things like that are always relative.
だけどショックだよね。だって城山くんに続いてじゃん。これって連続ってことでしょ。だいたい高島さんって。でもその話まだ噂だよね。噂？違うよ。だってみんな話しているもん。有名なんでしょ。高島さんのネットでの一連の騒動。人の生死をそんな軽々しく話すべきじゃないよ。だいたいネットの騒動とかだって噂でしょ。私はその場にいたよ。だからってね。
Okay, so she's trying to say is that you shouldn't be so damn happy about someone's death. Why does that make you happy?
私たちははしゃいでなんか。ひどい水上さん、楽しそうになんて私。
Yeah, they're not happy now that they got called out on it.
だって隣のクラスの人が自殺したんだよ。私ただショックで。なのに
なんでそんなこと言うかな。
Shocked, huh?
待ってそろそろ先生も来るから
Looked at me like you were laughing.
そんなひどいよ。
泣かないで
Miyu, traitor! Maybe you're crying because you know I'm right?
ユキ
Kagami. I was surprised. Kagami was glaring at me. I suppose that's what I should have expected from Kagami.
そんなことを言ってはダメよ。彼女たちに謝って。ダメだよユキ、そういうの。
Shut up, you societal pressuring people who don't exist. I'm going into the Wakatsuki's twins don't exist theory now because of what Miyu said. They are actually a pair of dolls that Yuki's carrying with her today. They don't actually exist. They are bunny dolls like the ones Zakuro threw off the tower. And you know I'm right. I cannot possibly be wrong. This is another Chaos Child. And in Chaos Child, I had a 50% accuracy right on my theories. I had 2 theories from the beginning. One of them was right. One of them wasn't. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Said too much. I'm sorry. My emotions got the better of me.
言い過ぎた。ごめん。なんか私も少し感情が高ぶってたのかも。こっちこそ。そうだよね。水上さんは高島さんと仲良かったもんね。
I wanted to say she said that in a way that sounded like genuine or not. Ha ha ha. We really weren't friends. I laughed and sat down, but I was coming up with retorts on the inside. The smile is the most important tool in ensuring smooth human relations. I could just end it there and stop talking to her. Sat down and looked at Tsukasa and Kagami sitting next to me. Looked like they were both pretty upset.
はいはい。皆さん座ってください。
Is she the same one from Sui no Sora? I don't remember. The chatter in the classroom instantly evaporated when the teacher appeared. Of course, that wasn't because of the teacher's authority. It's just that we assumed she had the answer to the question on everyone's mind. The reason for the noise. The truth behind the rumor. In other words, did Takashima Zakuro really die? Why did she end her life? Tons of other questions in that vein. The teacher stood at the podium. See, this is a nice use of our background. Like, it's actually like, her sprite's interacting with it. That's good. All eyes in the room were glued to that one spot. The classroom hasn't been this quiet in years. They always pay this much attention to class. The grades will go up a lot, I bet. Jeez. It was like the time before a festival. Everyone's eyes looked so eager.
皆さん、おはようございます。
No one made a sound. Even the greeting was frustrating. She seemed to understand what everyone wanted and cut straight to the heart of the matter.
知っている人もいるかもしれませんが、昨日、隣のクラスの高島桜さんがお亡くなりになりました。本当に残念なことですが。
Tears were forming in her eyes. For some reason, the classroom erupted in noise. The teacher didn't mention her cause of death, but she still had lent some credence to the rumors. Even if the death was a suicide, the school wouldn't announce it. After all, it's difficult to determine whether a death like that was a suicide, an accident, or murder. The only people who knew the truth were probably the police, family, and those at the scene of the incident. So they didn't want to announce it publicly. The school would probably try their best to sell it as an accident. If it was announced as a suicide, lots of people would search for the cause, the reason for the suicide. In other words, whether or not there's bullying involved. But in the end, had the school made the right choice in keeping quiet? At the very least, the school had already experienced one death by falling before this. Okay. The last one looked like a plain accident, but 2 deaths in a row would still cause rumors to crop up. There could be people talking about it on the internet too. Then the mass media might show interest too, since they've always lacking real news to show. The school could make the situation worse by trying to cover up the facts. The younger generation knew with the way information spread on the internet, trying to cover something up with just leads to more speculation. Chatter, 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 chatter. It's really loud. Hold on, I got a Discord message. Who's that? Oh, it's just that. It was an ad to everyone. They're probably bottling up while the teacher is talking. The chatter from before didn't even compare to the noise that was filling up the classroom. People turned and talked to the person behind them. People broke into tears. People yelled. It really was as noisy as a festival. I sat in the middle of that thinking, Crying people are an eyesore. I couldn't help thinking that. This is the only thing that came to mind at the moment.
皆さん、静かにしてください。聞いてください。
Chatter, chatter. Yep. Chatter. Yep. Hey, chatter, chatter, chatter. The teacher tried her best to calm down the class, but the students weren't listening to a word of it. Just a little while ago, I'd seen the same scene unfold. Even if it was someone no one cared about, if that person dies, this is the result. It was really amazing. Okay, that's a good stopping point. Ooh, okay, I guess, okay, now the rabbit hole 2 is getting going fast. Okay. We had our brief little stint with the Wakisugi sisters who aren't real. And now, I'm gonna die the second someone actually acknowledges them. In Down the Rabbit Hole 2. People definitely talk to them in Down the Rabbit Hole 1. But I don't think that's happened yet. We'll see. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.